Okay, so, kids. I said a couple of years ago that I don't ever want kids. And I've been saying this since I was about 18. I was like, I know I'm never going to want to have kids. And people told me about how wrong I was and how I changed my mind years to come. Well, okay, yeah, I know I'm only 29, I'm coming up to 30 very soon. But my mind hasn't changed. In fact, it's actually got stronger. But I do know why I think the things that I think about not having kids. And it's pretty simple, really. I know that my mum and dad splitting up when I was a kid really did. It showed me how parents splitting up can really fucking ruin your childhood and can have a detrimental effect on your whole life, because you are not in such an advantaged two-income house position. It just doesn't work the same. Particularly if you're, if your mum's having to do 99% of the work to bring you up and earn the money and all that, because, that's the way it went down. So I think that's part of it. But also, I just don't feel responsible enough. I can barely look after myself. Jesus, I've had enough trouble just keeping myself on track. How the hell can I have that ultimate responsibility? I mean, what more responsibility is there in life than having a child? I mean, to some people, it seems like it's a nothing thing. It's like, oh yeah, just have a kid, whatever. No, not in my book. You need to have fucking money, you need to have stability, you need to be absolutely positive in the relationship that you're in. And I'm afraid with recent things that have happened with me, I don't know how I could ever have that sense of secureness. Secureness? It's not a right word, you know what I mean. Because 1 year ago, hell, fuck, 5 months ago, I was 100% sure that the relationship that I was in was going really well, and I was just happy and secure and everything was great. I mean, it was an advantage that neither of us wanted kids, so it was like, we had a real set goal, because we had a joint goal, which was we didn't want kids, we didn't really want to get married at any point. Oh, I'm getting wet balls. It wasn't the commitment side of it, it's just that there's no benefit to getting married these days, I don't think. I remember you used to get tax breaks and stuff, but I don't think that happens anymore. And I'm sure people will say to me, oh, you're still young, you could meet someone next week and in a year and a half's time be dying to have kids with. No, I really don't think so. The not wanting kids thing does seem like a really limiting factor in any future relationship I have, because, well, I'm pretty down on myself anyway, so that doesn't help. But there is a realistic side of it, which is nearly everyone I know wants kids or is having kids, and it's like, I don't want kids. I know this. I mean, I know a lot of people maybe I'm not sure, but I know where I am with it. It's a no. Marriage used to be like a tattoo. Okay, this hasn't been this way for a very long time, but you know what I mean. Even in social acceptableness and the way that people were treated, marriage used to be like a tattoo. You got married and that was it. And that's what it's supposed to be. Even through the shit stuff, it's supposed to carry on. And like tattoos, you can now have them removed. Yeah, they leave a little bit of a scarring, maybe a bit of a mark behind, but the fact of the matter is, you can end it. Divorce, laser tattoo removal. Marriage, tattoo. See it? See that connection? Yes, we all get it. Oh, I'm getting really wet. Yeah, as I say, it does feel like it's a very limiting factor for me for any future I have, but I don't know what I think, to be honest with you, about what's going to happen in my future at the moment. I mean, I have plans to make things happen, but there's things I can't control. Meeting people and stuff like that, I can't control. How I'm going to feel about them, I can't control, and just, it's a bit of a weird one. I mean, everyone is, people are noticing, I am very upbeat compared to the way I was a little while ago. I'm still very much like that at times, but normally it's not when I'm out and about on the bike. If I'm out with friends on the bike, I am the happiest guy in the world. You see it. Unfortunately, you don't see the just got out of work at midnight, get home to an empty room with no one to talk to, and then the fucking shit hits you, and then your brain starts going and you end up being depressed as fuck. And then you wake up and then you go to work and you feel okay and you have a great day and all of that, and then literally it's just up, down, up, down. But I understand it and I'm dealing with it. I can't control how I'm going to be in the future. Of course, eventually I'll be able to trust someone and get into a relationship, but I don't know. They're going to have to be a pretty amazing person, and there are some amazing people out there, so we can but hope. And until then, really enjoy being single, because I have to say, there are, as much as I do miss company and, you know, a loving relationship and all of the things that go with it, being single has some major advantages. Time, money, stress, knowing you only have to look after yourself. You know, the freedom to do as you wish. I mean, not that I was ever particularly like held back by my ex. She was always very good to let me take the time I needed to do the things I needed to do. Oh my god, I can't actually see fuck all, and yeah, it's starting to flood. The thing that limited me was my own limits of being like, no, I have to spend time with you, I want to spend time with you. That's kind of, you know, it's not really a relationship if I don't. Even though we live together, it was important to try and spend time together, and unfortunately that just didn't seem to happen because of work and everything. I don't know. But let's just say that I'm not back on the horse, but I'm certainly off my arse, questioning, do I want to get back on this fucking horse? I need to find a new horse. I think we understand where I'm going with this. I actually can't see anything. Nothing. I'm fogged, I'm steamed, I'm wetted. I have no idea how fast I'm going. Well, I know this is a 30, so I better slow down, because that gear and there should be 30. No, a little bit lower, or maybe I was alright. So beyond the overriding theme that I just don't want to have kids, I question the whole, like, how do you get to the point that you feel happy to do that in a relationship? Because everything can change, even if you trust them, even if everything seems fucking perfect. In the course of 2 months, you could go from being happy as Larry and everything's grand to, well, single. I don't get how you ever get that level of trust. And maybe that's why so often people have kids, and I'm not going to say by accident, but, you know, it's seen as a happy accident. Yeah, of course there's people who actually actively try to have kids, and that's, yeah, it's fine. You obviously found that person that somehow gave you that feeling of ultimate trust, and I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me. Oh god. And I'm indicating. I've been indicating forever, I'm sorry, I couldn't see it. I think this one's probably for some of my older subscribers. I know a lot of my subscribers are younger, you know, in your late teens, very early 20s, and you don't even think about this shit yet, really. Well, you think about it, I did at the time, but it's not the time to have kids. I suppose they say, well, when is the time to have kids? Maybe it's a bit older than you are now. Maybe that's when it's all going to come around and you're going to be like, oh, I want to have children. But I don't think so. Well, I'm in a lake. And these ripples are really off-putting. Me to get my front wheel on here and then go. Yeah. Oh, one last thing was, just because I say that I don't want to have children, and I don't feel like it's necessary for a human being to have children, because there's enough people in this world as it is, the country is going to shit, and they don't really seem to have a very bright future in the country that we live in. Some people have got very fucking offended with me in the past about that, as if to say that, you know, they're taking it personally. What they're saying is, well, I've had children and I don't feel like I've done anything else, and that one thing is the thing that makes me feel like I'm a success in my life. I've had a child, I've reproduced, I'm a successful adult. Well, yes, that might be, and that will make you perfectly happy, but that does not mean it makes everyone else happy. And to suggest that my life is somehow worthless because I don't wish to have kids is a fucking cunt of a thing to do. But I've had it done to me a few times, and it fucking pisses me off. So how dare you try and suggest that my life is never going to be in any way meaningful unless I have a fucking chud. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I hope you're well, and I will catch you all next time. Two-legged robot, which also reminds me of Robocop. And again, he, although very funny with some of the things he comes out with, like the expression as mad as a frog in a sock, which I am now using